has been revealed to us and what has been revealed to you.
Beautiful.
46, you said 21:46?
29:46.
29:46. MashaAllah. What a beautiful verse. I love this verse, by the way. Good job.
Surah al-Ankabut. Do you know what Ankabut means? It means bat.
There is a list. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift.
Cool, bro.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's your brother Leafy was here. Now recently I was up on a panel on Darren's live. Darren is a famous TikToker who hosts panels between Muslims and Christians, and he's generally a respectable host, someone who tries to be as fair as possible when hosting the debate. That's why if you see me on TikTok live, I'm usually up on one of his panels. Anyway, I was up on one of his lives and we were speaking about the Satanic verses, and I was explaining to him how the Satanic verses is a fabrication. It's not something that's historical. The version that is propounded by these Orientalists and Christian missionaries who want to attack Islam. Then Kingsilv came up and he said he wants to debate me on it, so I accepted right then and there to debate him on the Satanic verses. Now before the video begins, if you guys want access to any of my sources or you want to support my da'wah, make sure to join the Patreon. The link is in the description. For $8 a month you gain access to all my sources and you support the da'wah. So jazakumullah khairan for your support.
So anyways, Leafy, what was the chain of narration that you consider to be unauthentic, since there is about 30 chain of narrations regarding this matter?
Give me any one that's completely connected and goes
No.
Give me one.
I asked you a question. First of all, you lied in regard on Surah Al-Hajj 52, and you said, if, all right, it looks like that it never happened. But if you read it in Arabic, which we will soon, it actually happened, right? First of all. Second of all, you're the one is assuming that the chain of narration is weak. Now, I'm actually challenging you. Which of the chain of narration is weak? Since I have most of the scholars that actually agrees in this matter. Not only that, I even have Ibn Taymiyyah says that this chain of transmission is authentic. Not only him, al-Tabari, al-Qurtubi, Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, and so on and so forth. So which one of the chain of narration is weak? Go ahead and show us.
Yeah, so Albani wrote a whole book on the Satanic versus incidents. Have you read it?
No, if you could enlighten me, please, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. Albani wrote a whole book on the Satanic versus incident, and he goes through all of the chains one by one.
Show us, go ahead, show us on the screen.
Let me bring you the book. Give me a second.
I would love to, Leafy, you know me, bro. I would love to do it sources with sources.
Wait, Kingsilv, if I show you that this argument is weak, will you continue to use it?
I will concede at this point. If you could show me, right, all of the chain of narrations, right, that traces back, that are fabricated and their lies, I will concede this point and I'm not going to use it in front of everybody. But if I show you, Leafy, watch this, since you made this challenge with me, if I show you that the Satanic verses are reliable, they're authentic, are you going to concede the fact that you, obey, not only that you obey, all right, but your prophet, that the shaitan used to come down on his tongue and used to recite these things? Would you concede the fact that your prophet was like that?
Yeah, so there's multiple versions of the Satanic, Satanic verses,
but can you just answer my question, since I answered you directly?
I'm answering your question, bro. So if you show me that the inauthentic version is actually authentic, which I don't think you can, but let's say you did, then what that shows, it doesn't disprove like that the Quran is preserved, because it literally ends by saying that the Quran is preserved. But it would show that that Satan like was able to infiltrate into the recitation of the Quran. That's what it would show.
Okay, and
so if you're able to do that, that's what I can see.
Okay, Leafy, and not only that, you would concede that your prophet, right, that the Satan used to control him as well, and obviously, used to recite on his tongue, correct?
Yeah, if it's authentic, which it's not.
All right, beautiful. And do you know that Imam al-Albani, not only that he considered he said first, in what point he said that this is authentic, and what point he said that this is weak. How can we trust that Imam al-Albani, since we have many other scholars that actually authenticate it?
Show me.
Are you sure about this? MashaAllah, yeah. I'm about to show you. But first, you show me, and I'm going to show you, Halla. Because I want to see from you. No. Hold on.
Show me why you said it's authentic.
Just 1 second.
Show me why you said it's authentic.
Okay, I will. I promise you, I will show you. But I want you, since you made the claim first, Darren, you're a moderator, you know what I mean? He's the one that made the claim.
I'm here.
Exactly. He's the one that made the claim. I want him to show it first. Then I will show mine after that. I'll show him how Imam al-Albani considered to be inauthentic. Now show yours. Go ahead, since you're the one that made the claim first.
Yeah. So what do you want me to show you? Albani's
Show me
book?
show me where Imam al-Albani said that this chain of narration is weak, that the satanic verses are weak. Go ahead, Habib.
Yeah.
And I have mine, by the way, already. You show yours and I show mine right away.
Yeah, just wait. So Albani wrote a book called Nasb al-Majaniq, right? Which is...
Mazbal what?
One second, bro.
Are you talking about Kitab Sahih al-Sira al-Nabawiyya, Imam al-Albani?
No. Nasb al-Majaniq لنفس قصاص الغرانيق. Erecting the...
Okay, well, if you want to pull it up, put on a screen. It's okay.
Yeah, let me get it to you. It's in Arabic, right? Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead and put on a screen, please. Show us.
Give me a second.
By the way, Leafy, why are you trying to find it? Do you know that Surah al-Zumar and Surah al-Najm? Not only that Surah al-Najm, but even we have Surah, right, al-Hajj. Many actually verses within the Quran that talks about the satanic verses. Do you know that? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, they reference the incident, but they don't say that your version that you're trying to say is authentic, do they?
Okay, beautiful. No problem.
No. Do they say, wait, hold up, 1 second. Do they say that the version you're trying to say is authentic, is actually authentic?
100% from al-Qurtubi, from Imam al-Tabari. Not only Imam al-Tabari.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wait,
One second. Allow me to finish.
You're not answering my question. But you're not answering my question. My question is the verses that you're talking about in the Quran that reference the incident, right? In Surah
They reference the incident of the satanic verses, correct?
Just wait. Do they tell you which version of the incident is authentic?
What do you mean, which version of the incident that is? No, we actually look at the
multiple versions.
Habibi, Leafy, we look at the chain of narrations. This is why I told you that there is multiple chain of narrations regarding the satanic verses that the scholars actually quoted that traces back to the Prophet. I already told you in the beginning that there is only one chain of narration is weak. Only one.
Source? Just trust me, bruh.
Right?
No, that's
So
not true,
this is why I'm challenging your own position. You made a claim about Imam al-Albani, and I'm still waiting for it.
So while I get you the Albani, I have another source.
No.
Hey,
Show me Imam
you can see my screen,
al-Albani, Habibi. Is this Imam al-Albani?
Just wait, Kingsilv. Just wait. I'm gonna get you Imam al-Albani. Just wait 1 second. This is
What
before
is this? What are you showing?
Orthodoxy. They say I'm gonna explain if you let me speak. Can I speak or are you gonna interrupt me?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Islam by Shahab Ahmed. He says, this is the whole book on it, right? This is what Karen Batuzi quotes. In none of the above reports is Muhammad presented as deliberately doing something that he knows to be against the terms of his prophetic mission. Rather, Muhammad is portrayed as being under pressure, confused, and unaware of the import of this act. This point is driven home by the correction process. In those reports where Jibreel corrects the Prophet, it is evident that the Prophet is not aware of having done anything wrong until he is corrected. Right? This is what he says. Right? Most of the riwayat presenting the Prophet as not knowing what had occurred or being confused or unaware are reciting these verses. Ibn Taymiyyah, you said Ibn Taymiyyah. This is Ibn Taymiyyah. He says it's a fabrication. I'll read to you what he says. He says, and what happened in Surah Al-Najm when said, these are the most exalted cranes, blah, blah, blah. This is one of the greatest fabrications against the sayings. These angels. And that's why many people deny this, even though it may be permissible for them to believe in something else. So Ibn Taymiyyah is calling the story a fabrication. You said Ibn Taymiyyah says it's sahih. This is a lie against
Wait, you do realize what you just read.
Again,
Is he done? It's okay, Darren. Please.
No.
Watch how I'm gonna.
I'm not done.
It's gonna be good. Trust me, Darren.
Just trust me, bruh.
Go ahead.
I got you. I mean,
Go ahead, Leafy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and have fun with this. Go ahead, Habib.
No worries, bro. And then you asked me for the book of Albani, right? This is the book of Albani, right? Can you read this for me?
Yes,
You read Arabic,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. And he writes a whole book
Muhammad
refuting.
Albani. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he writes a whole book going through all of the narrations, all the chains of transmission, and showing why they're weak. Each and every single one of them. So we're going to go through them. You tell me which chain you
Show me
think
the
is strong.
chain of narration is weak. Which one of the chain of narration? By the way, read me the chain of narration that you consider to be weak, by the way. Go ahead. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, no problem, Habibi. Here, let me get it for you. Right. You get your sources while I get you the chain of narration. Because I just showed you something.
No. Give me the one of the chain of narration that you consider to be weak. Like I said, there's multiple chain of narrations, okay, Habibi? And read it, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't just open it, read it.
yeah, read the chain of narration.
I don't want you to just open it because what I'm going to do is, Habibi, I am going to read it. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Let me get it for you.
All right, awesome. So, guys, this is one of the. It's the funny. Actually, he brought up Imam al-Albani because the same Imam al-Albani that actually considered this sahih. This is why I said that there's multiple chain of narrations, right, in regarding this matter. Let me go ahead and show you guys. MashaAllah. Now we're gonna get to the cooking session. Let me open up my camera. Right. This is Kitab Sahih al-Sira al-Nabawiyya from who? Nasiruddin al-Albani. What does he say? Let me go ahead and translate it to Arabic so people can, English, so people can understand. He quotes the same thing, Allati wal-Uzza, and we worship them. They said, until I see what it comes from my Lord. He said, we'll come all the way down, right? What does he say? He quotes the same chain of, the same thing, right? Within the chain of narration, right? And what does he say? Let me go ahead and show it. Bum bum, Sahih. Wait a minute, Imam al-Albani.
Yeah, which version?
Are you saying that Imam al-Albani?
Which version?
One second.
Which version?
Leafy,
which version?
I did not do this to you, Leafy. I did not do this to you. Allow me finish. Please. Allow me finish, please.
Finish, baby.
You know, the same one, he said, what? Sahih, this is Imam al-Albani. Now, I'm not even done because I just started.
What's Sahih?
Right?
Wait, but
what's
Sahih?
Allow me to finish,
tell me what is Sahih?
He's talking, Habibi, he's talking about Surah Al-Hajj. Surah Al-Hajj 52, right? He's talking about Allati wal-Uzza wal-Manat, right?
Yeah,
We're
read
talking about the Satanic verses. Let me finish. Let me finish, please. Okay. Now, this is one of them. Imam al-Albani. Now, we'll go to Tafsir Ibn Kathir as well. Surah Al-Hajj 52, right? We go all the way down to one of the chain of narration where he quotes the same thing. What does he say regarding that? Let's find out. Right? وأخرج ابن جريج وابن جرير وابن المنذر وابن أبي حاتم وابن مردوي بوات بإسناد صحيح عن سعيد بن جبير قال قرأ رسول الله بمكة النجم فلما بلغ هذا الموضوع أفرأيتم اللات والعزى ومناة الثالثة الأخرى دايم ألقى الشيطان على لسانه تلك الغرانيق الأعلى وأن شفاعتهن لترتجى. Wait a minute. What does he say? بسند what? بسند صحيح. Nope. Damn, Gina. So it is authentic. See, this is why I tell you guys that you guys don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm not done. You can laugh all you want.
You can laugh all you want. Why you need to deflect like that? Like you laugh like you
Hispanic.
Like you figure
this is what they do, guys.
When he just baked himself, bro. He doesn't realize.
When they're on a panic mode. Yeah. When they're on a panic mode. Hold on, Leafy. I'm not done. Why are you interrupting me? I did not even interrupt you. Can I finish? Come on, Leafy. Let's be respectful of your brother. Don't panic. It's okay. That's fine. Take it easy. Now, you said Ibn Taymiyyah, right? Consider this life. Let's find out. Habibi, look, why did you guys do this to yourself? I love it when you guys do this to yourself. Who is this book? The book of what? The book of Fatwas. Majmu' al-Fatawa. From who? From Ibn Taymiyyah. Volume 10, 291. Wait a minute. What did he say? And they said, regarding his statement, estimation, it is self-talk. As for those who affirmed what was Satan cast into his wish. What did he say? Transmitted from who? From the Salaf. They said that this was transmitted with an established transmission that cannot be what? Damn, Gina, cannot be criticized. I thought Ibn Taymiyyah said otherwise. But he said that the Salaf affirmed this position and it cannot be criticized at all. Leafy, Habibi, don't come over here and play with me. Okay, brother? Okay, so now we took down the claim that he made regarding Ibn Taymiyyah. We took down the, the claim that he made regarding Imam al-Albani. And we actually give it to him regarding what Ibn Kathir quotes as well. Now, I'm not even done. I'm going to quote him what al-Bukhari says. Imam al-Bukhari actually quotes this narration, actually, and he said that this is authentic. Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina. Wait a minute, Gina. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, and by the way, I will show you where al-Bukhari actually quotes it, but I'm going to show you Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, right, from his book, all right, Fath al-Bari, okay, with al-Bukhari's commentary, right, volume 8, page 439, on the authority of Ibn Abbas, and it is with who? On the what? With al-Bukhari on the authority of Abu Salih. Damn, Gina. So al-Bukhari as well quote this? Oof, come on,
Oh
Gina.
my God.
Come on. Let me finish. I'm not even done. Let me finish, guys.
That's a bag.
And guess what? Watch this. And he relied on its what? Read this, Leafy.
No, it's your time. I don't want to interrupt you.
No. It's okay. It's okay. You gotta read it
one do you want to read?
extensively in this what? In this Sahih, right? Of his.
In the Sahih of his, yeah.
Of what?
Yeah.
Of his. Wait a minute. I thought that the chain of narration, all of the chain of narrations are not Sahih. So he's quoting al-Bukhari that agrees with this. And he goes on and says on the authority of Abu Salih, and he considered this Sahih. Wrong. Wait a minute. How many chain of narrations that I showed you would tend this same thing that consider the Sahih? Leafy, what are you doing over here, brother? You know what? I'll let you go on with this. Leafy, go ahead and address what I showed. And by the way, attack the chain of narration that I showed. Oh, one second. You can laugh all you want. It's okay. Don't be on a panic mode. Take it easy, buddy. Listen, Leafy.
Just let me know when I can speak.
I'm about to land.
Just let me know when I can speak, Habibi.
You can't laugh your way.
I'm about to land.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm about to land. So you brought up Imam al-Albani that consider this chain of narration is weak in another book, but I showed you how Imam al-Albani actually can consider this authentic. Now, I don't know, is Imam al-Albani contradicting himself? We don't even know. But
No,
here's the thing,
you're
guys.
just a jahil and you
One
don't know how to quote
second.
Imam al-Bari.
Let me finish. Why you're on a panic mode? Should I? Okay, I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna do the same thing to him once he speak, because he keeps interrupting me. I did not even interrupt him.
Well, how much
Right?
time? Wait, can we time
This
this?
shows
Because
you
he's
how this
speaking-
guy's on a
how long has he
panic
been-
mode.
been
Yeah,
speaking
listen,
for?
I can't
just
even
give us some
finish.
time, Sil. We got to give him some time now.
I know, but I have to finish. He keeps interrupting me. How am I gonna be done?
Let him land.
Kingsilv. Wait, finish. Yeah,
I'm about to land.
Finish.
Hey, you're gonna get equitable time too, Leafy.
Man, this is insane. All right, I'm about to land. All right. Now, I showed you which are the chain of narrations are authentic. Now, here's my challenge to you. Once you want to criticize or you want to do a rebuttal against what I showed, right? Go based on the chain of narration that I showed. Don't go to the weak chain of narration, because I already told you in the beginning that there is one of the chain of narration is weak, but the other ones are authentic. So go ahead, Habibi.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah, so let's go one by one. But the statement you brought from, let's go to Albani. Let's read what he says. This is page 40 of the same book that I showed before, right? فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهَا كُلَّهَا مُرْسَلَةٌ. What does that mean, Kingsilv? I'll ask you a question. You can answer. What does it mean?
You did not want to answer my question, so go ahead. When I asked you, you didn't want to answer.
Okay,
my
you don't want to
question.
answer. No, I'm not telling you you can speak if you want. What
I
does
will
this mean?
go.
فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ كُلَّهَا مُرْسَلَةٌ. What does it mean?
I asked you a question earlier. You didn't want to answer my question. Now you want to ask me a
Okay,
question?
no worries. Go back.
Go ahead. Go ahead and finish, and I will go ahead and rebuttal against you.
No problem, Habib.
Leafy, don't ask him questions. Use your time.
Right, I got you, bro. Right. So he says, and talking about this version of the text, know that all of them are مقطوع mursal, means disconnected. وهي على إرسالها ما علاها. Right? بالضعف. ضعف. What does it mean? That it's weak and that it has hidden defects. So what does he say? He says all of the versions relating this incident are disconnected and have weakness. What is he talking about though? What is weak and disconnected and has hidden defects? What is he talking about? The version of the story that has Satan going into the Quran and changing up the Quran and then later being corrected. That version of the story is marsul and disconnected and weak. Now, the change that he showed before, where he says it's sahih, is not talking about this version. It's talking about the version that is authentic, that's in Bukhari. I agree there is a version that is authentic. Do you think I think all the versions are inauthentic? No, I think there is a version that's authentic. The one that's inauthentic, wait, why is interrupting, bro? You're
You were laughing too.
You're cool, bro.
You were laughing when he was going.
I was laughing too. No,
you gotta let him do it too.
Kingsilv, come back and laugh. Come back and laugh, Kingsilv. I want to hear your laugh. Come back and laugh. The version, again, this just shows your ignorance, Habibi. There's three versions. one of which we have no issue with and we think is authentic according to all scholars. And that is the one that I described to Darren at the beginning, where Satan doesn't get into the Quran. He doesn't penetrate it. He doesn't need correction from the angel, right? That version is authentic and it's narrated in the Sahihain, which is the chain that you showed that is Sahih. So of course I agree with it. The one that you need to show me is Sahih is the one where the Prophet, the Satan gets into the revelation. He gets into the revelation and he changes it, and the Prophet makes a mix-up, and then he accidentally realizes that he said something, a statement of kufr, and then he gets corrected by the angel Gabriel. That's the one that you need to show me is authentic. You haven't shown that. Again, Albani says all of those versions are weak and disconnected. Again, baked on Albani, right? And then the next point, he said Ibn Taymiyyah, right? I already showed you Ibn Taymiyyah. I'll show you again. Let me bring it up again, man. Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah says this has no asl. Ibn Taymiyyah says this has no asl. That this is one of the greatest fabrications against his saying, right? This is one of the greatest fabrications. What's he talking about? What's the greatest fabrication? That Satan could ever influence the Quran, that Allah would ever let that happen, that the Prophet could be confused and say a statement of kufr. This is one of the greatest fabrications. Is he denying that this event happened at all? Of course not. He believes it happened, but he doesn't believe the version that you're saying happened. That's what scholars are saying is inauthentic. Again, you guys aren't tracking, right? Now, I can even show you secular scholars who agree with me, bro. Secular scholars who agree with me. Go to this book by Shahab Ahmed, Before Orthodoxy, the Satanic Verses in Early Islam, right? And go to it. Go to Sean Anthony, go to Joshua Little. All of them say that this verse, this version 3, we'll call it, right? Because there's 3 versions of this story. I don't even know if this guy's aware. There's 3 different versions of this hadith. 2 of them are inauthentic and fabricated, right? Those 2 versions, right? But it does have some basis in reality, right? The event did happen, just not with the part of Satan coming in and disrupting and the Prophet being confused and whatever. He goes through that. He shows that all the chains are weak. I'll even get it up right now. So Kingsilv, go ahead and respond. My challenge to Kingsilv, if he can show me one Sahih chain that is not disconnected, that is not weak, that has the Prophet being confused, saying a statement of kufr, Satan coming into it, and messing up the Prophet, and then him later being corrected by Gabriel. Show me one chain.
You went mute, Leafy. Hey, Leafy, you went mute.
Beautiful. Give me the big screen, Darren, because this was. I don't want to be loud, guys, but my family, obviously everybody's sleeping, but it's okay. I'll take it easy because he just cooked himself. Oh my gosh, the guy just conceded, by the way, and please do not interrupt me, Leafy, because I did not do that to you. He just conceded in a fact that there is a chain of narrations are authentic that traces back. He only showed one of the chain of narration is weak, which I already said it in the beginning. I hope that someone is recording this. He just baked himself. I already said that one of the chain of narration is weak. I agree. I'm not saying that, buddy. You said that this is all weak. You said that this did not happen, but you just conceded the fact that it actually did happen. Watch how I'm gonna bury him because it's still within the same chain of narration. Man, what did you do to yourself? Now, he said Ibn Taymiyyah. Now, before I even go on, guys, Imam al-Albani contradicted himself. He said, well, he showed what he showed, which is okay. I'll give him that. But Imam al-Albani actually contradicted himself over here regarding this book. I'm just going to show how, their scholars cannot agree, right? That Imam al-Albani will say something somewhere, then he will come on and say something else. Even though I showed it, but I'm still going to show it again. In the authentic biography of the Prophet, Nasruddin al-Albani, all right, what does he say over here? He said that this chain of narration is sahih. Wait a minute, so did he contradict himself by going again and saying that this is weak? Damn, Gina. You stupid. But anyways, I'm not even done, buddy. I'm not even done. All right. سورة الحج 52 الدر المنثور في التفسير بالماثور للسيوطي. جلال الدين السيوطي actually quotes this as well. But wait a minute, did you really say that he did not do that? Man, no way, man. Watch this, guys. I'm about to obliterate him right now. He said that did not happen, right? Look, they narrated with the chain of transmission whose men are what? رجاله ثقات are trustworthy on the authority of Sa'id bin Jubair, on the authority of Ibn Abbas. Watch this, guys. Have you considered Al-Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, the third and the other? Those are the exalted cranes, and their intercession is to be hoped for. Wait a minute. So your prophet was asking for their intercession, the pagan god? And not only that he prostrated to them, and this chain of narration is weak, where he was around the polytheists, and he was reciting not only Surah Al-Najm, right? He was reciting even this surah, and the shaitan comes down and recite on his tongue to mislead him and not to guide him. But then Gabriel told him, recite to me what I have brought you, and he recited. Damn, Gina, you just made the challenge with me, and I already provided it. But guess what? I'm gonna make my argument even more stronger. Watch this, guys. We're not even done, because I just started, guys. This is from who? Surah Al-Hajj, regarding the same ayah. All right. This is from who? From Tabari, Imam Tabari. He quotes the same chain of narration. وما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول ولا نبي إلا إذا تمنى ألقى الشيطان في
Is he cutting feet?
Okay. فأذهب الله عن نبي الحسن. No, it's you. It's not me. All right. It's you. All right. Anyways, let me go ahead and finish. Right. He quotes the chain one. Look what it says. Satan cast into his speech, so Allah removed the sadness from his prophet. So Satan did actually cast in his speech, and he was misleading him until Allah, after that, he corrected that. And what does he mention? Al-Lat wal-Uzza and Manat, the third and the other. And their intercession will he be hoped for. Tabari even actually causes, but I'm not even done. You brought up Ibn Taymiyyah. What are you doing, brother? I already refuted that. What the heck are you doing? All right. Ibn Taymiyyah, regarding his book, the Book of Fatawas. Now, Ibn Taymiyyah is contradicting himself as well. What does he say, Ibn Taymiyyah, from his book? He says that this was transmitted from the Salaf. So the first regeneration. And they said that this was transmitted with an established transmission that cannot be criticized. Damn it, Gina. So this transmission cannot be criticized. Then he goes on, and what did he quote? He quotes the same one. Right? But he gives an estimate, and he said, Satan is trial for those in whose hearts is disease, and for those whose hearts are hardened. It's okay, you're on a panic mode. I know you're on a panic mode, right? The same generation that he quotes, where the Satan comes down and recite on his tongue. But I'm actually not done, guys. You guys don't know who you're messing with. I'm not done, right? Now let me go ahead and bring him, right? This is from another one. Watch this, guys, because we're not done yet, right? At-Tabari quotes it. At-Tabari as well, from his tafsir, right? He quotes another chain of narration, right? What does he say? He quotes from Al-Qasim, حدثنا الحسين, حدثنا حجاج عن أبي معشر, عن محمد بن كعب القرظي ومحمد بن قيس قال جلس رسول الله عليه وسلم في ناد من أندية قريش. Right? He quotes the same thing. And what does he say? الغراني قال العلا وأن شفاعتهن لترجى. Damn, Gina. So he is asking for their intercession as well. Now, Leafy, thank you for actually considering the fact that this actually happened, right? And one of the chain of narration is weak, which I already said it in the beginning, right? I told you that one of the chain of narration is weak, all right? And the other chain of narrations are authentic. I showed you the authenticity of what I showed so far that are considered to be sahih. Now, if you want to rebuttal me, it's up to you. Want to rebuttal me, even though that you already made the concession and you conceded. If you're going to rebuttal me, address what I showed and show me how they consider them to be weak. Before I go ahead and do that, he says, show me what al-Bukhari, because al-Bukhari that I brought, 1 second, I'm not done. I don't know why you're laughing, boy. I did not even talk to you. I was quiet.
You're contradicting
I was
yourself,
quiet. Habibi, I was quiet the whole time.
Finish.
I mean, the guy's on a panic mode. That's how you guys know that the guy's on a panic mode.
I'm so scared, Habibi. Wallah, I'm finished.
Wallah, big time you are so scared, Habibi.
I'm so scared.
Big time that you're so scared. It's okay.
I am very scared.
Take it easy. I showed him this, and he said, al-Bukhari, yes, he agreed with it, right? That yes, it's sahih, and you can see it. But wait a minute, what did he quote, Habibi? The same thing that he quoted, Surah Al-Najm in Mecca. And he said, have you considered al-Lat and al-Uzza and Manat, the third of the other, Satan cast into who? Into his tongue. and these are the exalted kings, and their intercession is truly hoped for. Wait a minute, your prophet was asking for their intercession? So, guys, just to summarize real quick. All right. Al-Bukhari, he said, that is authentic, right? And I showed him the authenticity of the hadith. He said, he made a challenge with me, and he said, show me where the prophet was misled, where the shaitan used to come down and recite on his tongue, right? And he was asking for the intercession of them. I showed him. Right? And let's see now if he could be able to engage and rebuttal against what I showed. Go ahead, Habibi. Even though that he already conceded, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, so...
Big.
Nah, bro, that's actually crazy. So, Kingsilv, Habibi, just because you don't understand Albani and Ibn Taymiyyah, and they have one part where they say it's authentic, another part where they say another version is inauthentic, you tell me Albani and Ibn Taymiyyah are contradicting themselves. No, Akhi, you're just a jahil who doesn't know how to quote sources properly. When Albani says this part of this hadith is authentic, it doesn't mean the whole thing is authentic, bro. He's saying that the statement has some asl, which we agree with. That's what I'm telling you, bro. The event took place. We disagree with the parts that are weak and fabricated and maqtu'a. Which parts? I've already explained this to you, bro. The parts where the Prophet got influenced by Satan and he had to be corrected and he's unsure. All of that is nonsense. It's a rubbish. It's a fabrication. That's what Ibn Taymiyyah is telling you. So he's not contradicting himself. You just have comprehension issues of what Ibn Taymiyyah and Albani is actually saying. Yani, subhanallah, how do you not see this? Albani is contradicting himself. No, he's not contradicting himself. You're just a jahil. You don't know how to read Albani. That's the problem. Now, again, he said he brought me a statement from Bukhari, bro. He brought me a statement from Bukhari. Where is Bukhari saying this is authentic? What? Are you okay? He put it up on the screen. Where does he say that the Prophet was confused, that Satan influenced him, that he was unsure and Gabriel corrected him? Where is any of that? You didn't show any of that, bro. Baked. What are you talking about? And then, here, let me get you up, all right? This is from the book I was showing before, yeah? This is from the book I was showing before. This is, what page is this? This is page 8, before orthodoxy, right? What does he say, right? It is for this evidentiary reason that the chain of transmitters is called the isnad or support, right? The matan. Now, as regards the Satanic versus incident at all, but one of the 50 reports that narrate the incident are carried by defective transmission. Only one chain is authentic. And that one chain, does it say that the Prophet was unsure, that Satan came into his revelation, that he had to be corrected by Gabriel, that he said a statement of kufr? Does it say that? Does that one chain say that? Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Bring me that one authentic chain. Bring it to me. You haven't brought anything, bro. Embarrassing. He says, the rest of the reports, the other reports are all weak, defective. That is by isnad support. At least they're all related by unreliable transmitters. Chains that are incomplete or do not go back to eyewitnesses. The sole report that does have a sound or complete Sahih chain has never been noticed or commented upon after its initial 14th century citation. For all practical purposes of historical memory, it had no subsequent existence in the memory of Muslims. Thus, on the basis of epistemological principles, the principle that acquires blah, 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 the story of the Satanic versus incidents is deemed untrue on evidentiary grounds, and thus did not actually take place as a matter of historical fact.
Barbecue! Yeah!
Baked! Absolutely baked. Baked. Didn't happen the way you said it happened, bro. The only part that happened is the part that is authentic, that is in Bukhari and Muslim. But you didn't even quote. All these clowns in the chat saying, oh, W. Silv. You guys don't realize how he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He's showing you one version that's weak and saying that, he's showing you one version that's authentic, that doesn't have the part that is problematic, and saying it's sahih. Yeah, I agree it's sahih. So what? He's showing you one part where one scholar says one part is authentic and another part is weak, and he's saying the scholar is contradicting himself. You're just a jahil. You don't realize that Albani is saying one part is weak, another part is wrong. When he speaks about the fabrication part, he says that it's all maqtu', it's weak, it's defective. Albani says that. Critical scholars say that. So you have nothing here, bro. Absolutely nothing. Bring me one chain. You haven't done it. Bring me one chain that goes back to an eyewitness that is sahih, that says Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said a statement of kufr, had to be corrected by Gabriel. Show me one. You haven't brought it, bro. Show me one. Clown, bro. You got baked.
Is he done? You see why I say this guy is a jahil? He doesn't know what he's talking about. One of the jahils, right, that he does not know what he's talking about. This is why I said that one of the chain of narration is weak and the other is authentic, right? I even said it and I mentioned it in the beginning. He said, now some of it you know, the part of it is true and the other part is false. No, you're lying, buddy, because I just showed you 7, 8 books where they quote the same within the same chain of narration and they authenticate it to be true. They don't say cherry pick within that part. Coward. Now I'm going to show you that you don't know what you're talking about because you just cooked yourself, buddy. How many times do I have to cook you? Now I'm going to even go on for more, guys. Watch this, guys. MashaAllah. Watch this, guys. Fath al-Bari, right? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, volume 8, 439, right? On the authority of Ibn Abbas. And by the way, just to real quick understand it, would you say that Ibn Kathir is the student of Ibn Abbas? I even showed it by it, but it's okay, we'll go ahead and do it. On the authority of Ibn Abbas, and it is with al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is authenticated as well on the authority of Abu Salih, and he said that this is Sahih. It is Sahih. And what does he quote? What does he quote? He quotes Allati wal-Uzza wal-Manat from Surah Al-Najm in Mecca where he was reciting Surah Al-Najm. And what did he say?
Where did he say? Wait, where does he say the? Wait. Where does he say? No, just wait. Brother, you already quoted this, bro.
Hush, I did not interrupt you.
You can't panic, bro. You gotta let him finish, bro.
Panic. Don't
you gotta let him
panic
finish,
mode,
bro.
Leafy. It's okay.
You can't do
Don't be on a panic.
Yeah, if you guys are going back and forth, you gotta have a solid back and forth.
Exactly. Don't be on a panic mode. You wanna have a listen, Leafy. You wanna have a cross exam? I will obliterate you with cross exam. Okay, we could do it afterwards. Now let's just go have fun, you know? Don't panic mode. It's okay. Then he go ahead and quotes what Surah Al-Najm Mecca, where he was reciting, right? Have you considered Allati wal-Uzza? It's within the same book. Where does he say that you have to pick and cherry? One of the parts is good and the other part is not, right? He doesn't do that. Matter of fact, he actually quotes the same ayah. He quotes the same thing and he said, Satan cast, and he says, those are the exalted cranes and their intercession is truly hoped for, right? And what is the isnad of the hadith? Sahih. From who? It's on the authority of Ibn Abbas and who? And al-Bukhari as well. And Abu Salih as well, Habibi. But I'm not even done, guys. I'm not done, right? Imam Nasruddin al-Albani, the same one, what does he say? Again, guys, watch this, guys. Volume 4, 184. This hadith is one of the most authentic mursal hadith in the terms of its strain.
You're such a jahid, bro. Wallah, you're a jahid. Why is he saying that? You make yourself, bro. Why is he saying? Which part is authentic?
I'm not done.
Which part is authentic?
You're gonna respond.
Husha, dude. Dude, control yourself, dude. Dude, control yourself, dude. Do you know how to control yourself?
Yeah, don't worry. Go ahead.
You know how to control yourself? All right, beautiful. You know how to control yourself. Because you've been interrupting me the whole time, and I did not even interrupt you one time. Not even one time, guys. You guys know who's panicking and who's not. But anyways, right? What does Imam al-Albani, and he goes down and quotes who? It was narrated by who? By al-Bayhaqi as well, and Muslim. And it was narrated by al-Bukhari on the authority of Salim bin Hayyan. I heard Marwan al-Asfar. And Ahmed on the authority of Anas bin Malik on his authority. Damn, so they all agreed upon. Damn, Gina. But wait a minute, you did not even address what I showed. You keep waffling. You keep waffling because I showed you, okay, I just showed you from Tabari where he quotes the chain of narration and he said that is authentic. He doesn't cherry pick within that, right? He quotes the same thing and he said that he was truly hoping for its intercession, right? Those are the exalted cranes. You did not deal with that. I showed you about 10 books regarding this matter. Okay, he doesn't say that you have to cherry pick parts of it and the other part. Okay, so don't play this game with me, buddy, because I'm about to obliterate you. But hold on, I'm not even done. I'm going to bring more books into this. All you did was you showed something. It's not even a book, guys. He only showed Imam al-Albani. The other one, nobody even knows. It's in English. Nobody even knows that. All right, the sources are in Arabic. So, buddy, when you want to have a rebuttal, bring your sources in Arabic, okay? Don't bring them from I don't know where. But anyways, watch this, guys. Right? كتاب زاد المسير في علم التفسير ابن الجوزي. Watch this, guys. I'm not even done, guys. Watch what he said. Have you considered Allati wal-Uzza? This is Ibn al-Jawzi, right? And Manad, the third and other, he said that Satan put on his tongue, right? Those are the exalted grace and their intercession is to be hoped for. When the Quraysh heard that, they rejoiced. Then Gabriel came to him. What have you done? And he said, you recited to the people what I did not bring you from Allah. Damn, Gina. And what does he say? Huh? What does he say? That this chain of narration is authentic. This is Ibn Jawzi, which he's the student. What the heck are we doing over here, bro? Here. I'm not. All right, let me go ahead and I'm about to go ahead and mute you since you want to interrupt me. You just interrupted me, I think, 10 times, right? So stop interrupting me. Once I'm done. Yes. Go ahead.
He's been waffling for the past 10 minutes.
Can I line back? Hold on. Before
my phone died, y'all, so I was out. Go ahead. I don't know what happened.
I'm about to go ahead and line. All right. So, Leafy, address everything that I showed, right? From the books, right? I showed you what Imam al-Tabari is saying. I showed you what Ibn Jawziyya says. I showed you what Imam Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, he says. Obviously, he quotes. And he said that this is not a sahih, right? I showed you even Ibn Taymiyyah says that this is from the Salaf and it cannot be criticized, right? And he quotes all of it. So address everything and don't run. Habibi.
Yeah, right. Kingsilv, 10 minutes cross-exam each. Fair enough?
No, 10 minutes is a lot. Let's just do 5 minutes each. Because, I mean,
fine. No worries. 5 minutes each. I start cross-examining you, you answer my questions, and I'll do the same for you. No problem?
I'll set the timer.
No problem.
Let me know when you're ready.
Cool. Appreciate you. So, yeah, Kingsilv.
Actually, hold on. Let's do 7 minutes. It's okay. Let's do 7 minutes.
7 minutes is okay? No problem.
Yeah. I'll give you, you know what? I'll give you 7 minutes. Okay, don't worry about it. You're good, buddy.
7?
No problem, Habibi.
7
cool. So, let me know when you want to start.
Hold on, y'all. I don't know. Let me.
Just allow him to finish. I mean, allow him to put it on, and you could go ahead and start. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, Kingsilv, you quoted Tafsir al-Tabari. What does Tafsir al-Tabari say in volume 1 in his introduction?
I don't know. You pull it up.
You quoted Tafsir al-Tabari. You don't know what Tafsir al-Tabari says?
Yes, I have it. Do you want me to show you what Imam al-Tabari says?
What does Tafsir al-Tabari say in his introduction?
Yes, I got you here. Imam al-Tabari actually quotes, the chain of narration. And what does he say? Watch this. I'm about to go ahead and show you.
What's my question?
Hold on.
My question is, what does he say in his introduction? His introduction.
My
question is in his introduction.
I'm about to answer you. Calm down. Chill out, brother. Imam al-Tabari quotes multiple chain of narrations regarding this matter. Okay, and he said, yes, one of the chain of narration is authentic, but there is only one chain of narration.
Is this the introduction?
1 second, brother.
Is this the introduction of Imam al-Tabari, bro? What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Is this guy okay?
What's my question? Brother, Darren, I'm asking him, what does this scholar say in his introduction? He's not quoting the introduction.
He's asking the questions right now, so you gotta be quick with your answers, and you have to actually answer the question.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm asking you, what does Imam al-Tabari say in his introduction? In his introduction, we're not quoting the introduction, bro. In the introduction, what does he say?
I just showed you. I'm showing you stuff here.
Okay, be quiet, bro.
Introduction is when he gives his.
You gotta clarify. Hold on, Kingsilv. You have to let him speak. You only can answer questions. You only can respond with an answer.
Yeah, okay, no worries, bro. What's your question? Imam al-Tabari says in his introduction, this book of mine may contain information by me mentioned on the authority of certain men in the past, which the reader may disapprove of, and the listener may find detestable, because he can find nothing sound and no real meaning in it. In such cases, he should know it is not my fault that such information comes to him, but the fault of someone who has transmitted it to me. I have merely reported it as it was reported to me. So Imam al-Tabari is telling you that he's just collating everything, no matter how weak, no matter how fabricated. He's just there to
do you have a question or what? I don't get it. What's your question, bro?
My question is, why are you quoting weak hadiths from Imam al-Tabari? Why are you quoting weak hadiths from Imam al-Tabari?
All right, beautiful. That's a good question. Again, let me go ahead and answer him. And let me go fully answer him, okay? So I would not want to get interrupted. First of all, Imam al-Tabari only shows one of the chain of narration is weak. And I already said it in the beginning. One of the chain of narration is weak, but the other chain of narration is authentic. Wrong. Not only that, he even goes further to show. Let me go ahead and show. Open my screen. Hold on. Hish. Imam al-Tabari shows from within his tafsir, Surah Al-Hajj 52. What does he say? He quotes from Hadathana Qasim. Al-Muhim, I'm just going to go all the way down. And what does he say? He says, Rijalahu thiqat, that the people are trustworthy.
Jahil. Next question.
Jahil ibn Jahil.
Yeah. You're speaking about yourself, Habib. Yeah. Why does Albani say? Why does Albani say that all the chains narrating this incident, talking about the third version of the text, are munqati' and marsul and weak? Why does he say that?
Because Imam al-Albani, did not know what he was talking about. He was contradicting himself on one of the books. Hold on. Let me answer you. Can I? No,
you gotta give him 20 seconds.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Or what? Like this is insane. All right. Imam al-Albani contradicted himself within his books. Why do I say that? Because in one instance, right, he goes on and he says from his book, and I'm about to go ahead and quote it. Everything that I'm doing, I'm showing it. He's not showing any sources until now. Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on. From his book, right, Nasruddin, right, Imam al-Albani, and he quotes and he says, this hadith is one of the most authentic mursal hadith in the terms of its chain, right? So if he's saying that the chain of narration on the other side is authentic, then he goes on and retract his statement that that's not my fault. He's contradicting himself. What can I do?
No worries. No worries.
You have any other question?
Yeah, next question. So that hadith that is the most authentic mursal hadith, what is the contents of it? Read it.
What do you mean, what is the context of it? I just told you.
What you just showed. No, read the content. No. You're saying he contradicted himself because you're a jahil. Read the content of the mursal hadith. Read the content of the mursal hadith.
I got you. On the authority of Ibn Abbas, and it is with al-Bukhari. No, sorry. This is from Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Let me go ahead. Hold on. Don't manifest, boy. Don't manifest.
Pause my timeline reading it.
Let me finish.
All right,
this
I'm panicking.
Is one of the... Can I finish, dude? Dude, are you okay in the brain? Are you gonna
read it. Go ahead.
This guy is he's on a panic.
Go ahead. I'm gonna give him a.
Give me time so I can speak, please.
We can only end it. So I'm gonna give him.
It's okay, Darren. I'm just gonna go ahead and respond. It's fine.
Right.
This guy can't control us. It's okay. He said this hadith is one of the most authentic mursal hadith in the terms of its chain, right? Transmission, because Tawus, who is mursal, is a trustworthy and virtuous jurist who is accepted as an evidence
that's not
by
my
everyone.
question. My question is, what's the content of that?
It was narrated by three. 1 second, dude. It was narrated by 3 trustworthy narrators.
You moron! You buffoon! You fool!
Which are including Sufyan ibn. Okay, and despite that is a false.
The matan. I'm asking you for the matan, bro.
Are you okay?
What's the matan?
I just told you, dude.
No, you didn't just tell me anything. My question is, what? Darren.
The matan of what?
I'm asking him. Yeah,
regarding
that
what?
statement. Be quiet, Kingsilv. Let me speak to Darren so he understands my question.
The matan is sahih.
Be quiet.
The matan is sahih.
We are cooked. Those are the words of Saint Paisios.
He's talking about still. Hold on, let him clarify.
Yeah, Darren. So he just read a statement saying that this is an authentic, disconnected report. I said, okay, cool. What is the content that it's describing? Because that's a statement that's describing a content, a matan, right? Okay. So I'm telling him, what is the matan? Read it. He's not reading it.
The matan is sahih. I just told you, right?
What is the matan?
It's not.
Next question. You're wasting my time, bro.
One second.
No, I don't want to answer, bro.
1 second.
Respond to what you said.
You're gonna have to. We're
gonna give you more time. Don't worry.
All right. So just to answer this question, he's saying, okay, what is the matan, right, within this chain of narration? Here's the thing. Imam al-Albani is saying, right, that there is multiple chain of narrations, right, are authentic, and one of the chain of narration is weak. Okay. And for example, when he quotes, you're
embarrassing.
When he says, can I finish?
Relax.
When he quotes the chain of narration, he says an Tariq Sa'id bin Jubair, right?
Is that an isnad or a matan?
Is this guy okay?
Is that an isnad or a matan?
I just told you what is the matan and what is the isnad of the hadith as well.
What exactly are you asking for, Leafy?
Yeah. I've already explained it to you, brother. So he just quoted a report, right? Okay. And the statement is that this is the most authentic mursal report from Bukhari, from whoever else that he was quoting, right? So I said, okay, that's a statement saying that this part of the matan, this content of the text is authentic. What is the content of the report that he's saying is authentically disconnected?
The matan, Habibi, again, the matan ends hints towards
Read
one
it.
of the narrators. I just Jahil. I just read it. I'm about to go ahead and read it.
No, you didn't just read it. No, you didn't just read it.
I'm about to go ahead and read it again. All right. Let's see. Hopefully this time he could keep on track, guys. All right. What does he say? This hadith is one of the most authentic. One of the most authentic.
What's before?
Can I just son of a? You just said read it. Then you went and said what is the matan? I just answered.
You're reading the same statement you've read 5 times. Read the matan, bro. Do you understand what I'm asking? Go to the page before. Read the matan.
Is this guy okay?
Well, let me ask you a question. So,
is this guy okay,
what he's asking for?
I just read the matan. Bro, this guy's an embarrassment. Let me ask him wait, hold up. Let me ask him one more question because he wasted my time. And then he can ask me.
Why don't you start asking him to do it? Why don't you do it?
Is this guy?
No, it's my cross exam, bro. I'm supposed to ask him questions. Okay. Do you understand? Yeah. So let me ask you one more question, Kingsilv, and then you can go ahead and ask me for 7 minutes because we wasted a bit of time here.
I did not even waste anything. You're the one that wasted your time.
No problem, bro. No problem. Right. You said to me that Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, he is contradicting himself too, correct?
Yes.
Well, right. So why does Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah... Wait, just wait. Yeah. So why does Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah say, this is one of the greatest fabrications, talking about this version? Why does he say that in Manhaj?
Can you go ahead and bring it up? Bring it up. Where does he say?
It's right here. Yeah, right.
What does what is the book? No. Show me the book.
Manhaj al-Sunnah al-Nabawiyah.
Show me. Okay, go ahead. What page? 409. Okay, and what does he say? Go ahead and read it, Habibi.
Yeah. He says this is one of the greatest fabrications.
Go to the Arabic. Go to the Arabic and read it. I don't care about the English. We're not here English.
The translation is correct. You can fact check me if I'm wrong.
No. Just show it to me. Just go ahead and show it to me. It's okay. Just show it to me. Show it to me so I can see. Which chain of narration does he quote, by the way, regarding this matter?
Talking about the chain of narration.
Which chain of narration is he quoting? Which one is he saying? There is a fabricator. Yeah. Can you answer that question? Yeah. Go ahead, Habib.
Yeah, so he is not talking about one specific chain of narration. By the way, this is my cross exam. I don't know why you're asking me questions, but I'll answer it anyway.
He's not talking about one chain of question.
No worries. He's not talking about one chain of narration. He's talking about the content of the incident, right? Because there are chains of narration that have content. Now, the content that he's saying is a fabrication.
Where does he say all of the chain of narrations are weak?
He doesn't need to say that verbatim. That's exactly what he says. He says, what happened in Surah An-Najm, when he said, these are the most exalted cranes, and indeed the intercession is hopeful. That's what you quoted, right? You remember you quoted this?
I quoted this incident, but with 10 multiple chain of narrations.
Okay, no worries, and all of them are weak. According to what is well known among the predecessors and successors, this is what had on his tongue, and then Allah abrogated it and invalidated it. So he's talking about this content that you quoted. He says this is one of the greatest fabrications. So he's not talking about a chain, he's talking about the content.
Okay, no problem.
So why does Ibn Taymiyyah... Yeah, my question to you is, why does Ibn Taymiyyah say this is one of the greatest fabrications? That's my question.
No problem. First of all, you're not showing me which one of the chain of... hold on, I'm not even done. You're not showing me which one of the chain of narration that he's quoting is actually weak, right? All you're doing is reading, and by the way, you can't even read. You can barely read, with all the respect to you, right?
I can barely read.
Show me. you haven't even showed what he said. All of the chain of narration in regarding this incident is weak. You have not showed that. So I'm sorry. I mean, what can I do?
Okay, wait. He's literally okay. You're not understanding.
Give him another minute. It's okay there.
No. You can go ahead and
trust me. No, Habibi, go ahead and take another minute. It's okay.
No worries. You'll get another minute.
You don't want this?
No worries. No, hold on. Let me get you another minute. Okay, why do non-Muslim scholars like Joshua Little, Sean Anthony, and the guy who wrote this book, Ahmed, let me get his name. Shahab Ahmed. Why does he say that the historicity, let me go to page 9. Why does he say all but one of the 50 reports that narrate the incident carried by defective chains?
Who's that? Who's that?
This is Ahmed.
Which Ahmed?
Yeah, this is Ahmed. Shahab Ahmed.
Which Ahmed?
He wrote a book. I just read it to you. Shahab Ahmed.
I don't even know him. I'm sorry.
You don't know him. You don't know him. He wrote a whole book on it and you don't know him. He wrote a whole book on it. You don't know him.
When was he born?
This is published by Harvard.
When was he born, Habibi?
This is published by Harvard and Cambridge. You don't know him?
When was he born?
Why does it matter when was he born? He was born in the 20th century. What's that got to do with anything?
When was he born? You're not even showing me any legit
Why are you asking me, brother? Why are you asking me questions?
Because
Okay, I already showed you Albani saying the whole thing is weak, bro.
Leafy, Habibi, just 1 second.
Why are you talking?
I'm
asking you a question.
Can I please
bro.
answer your question? Okay, go ahead.
I didn't ask you a question.
Ask
Do you want me to ask you a question? Yeah. My question
go ahead and
is,
ask me
why
a
does
question,
this why does this author who you're ignorant of and you've never read say that all the reports that say this are weak and maqtu'a, and that there is no historicity to this event? This doesn't have a historical basis. Why does he say that?
All right, beautiful. When he said that, first of all, I don't even know who the heck are you quoting, and I don't even consider him someone, a scholar, right, for me to even address. If he actually collected many things and he put them together and he said, well, you know, this is based on my knowledge that this is weak. I don't care. Bring me scholars. Bring me like, you know, the first 3 generations of Ahlul Salaf. Bring me like, what's it called? Tabari. Bring me al-Qurtubi. Don't bring me some nobody that nobody knows, right? He was just born probably in 1990 something.
Do you know what the genetic fallacy is?
I don't care. Do you have any questions regarding the?
You don't care what fallacy you're committing?
Habibi, do you have any question? I mean, any question towards me in regarding the chain of narration?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Why does this Harvard scholar say that there is no historicity to this event? That you're
I don't care about who you. This guy is nobody. Should I call you? You know what? Watch this, guys. Watch this, guys.
So my final question.
No.
You already answered. You just answered, bro.
Darren, no, I did not.
Okay,
just to answer your question, all right? Should I do the same thing to you and bring you someone that was born in 1998, right? Even though that he's not a scholar, all right? He wrote a book, right? And he says, well, why does it say this? I don't care about what he said. Show me the ijma. 1 second. I'm not done, dude. Right? Yeah. Show me where the Salaf, the ijma of the Salaf says that these narrations are fabrications.
Yeah,
you see how I'm going? The first region
No worries. All right. So Kingsilv. My final question to you. Why should I take your opinion, Kingsilv on TikTok, over Ahmed, who's a scholar, a professor at Harvard and Cambridge? Why should I take your opinion over his?
Guys. It's a good question. It's not that you're taking my own qawl, my own opinion, but you're taking, you know the qawl of who? You're taking the qawl of al-Bukhari, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, where he quotes as well the chain of narration. You're taking the qawl of al-Tabari, al-Qurtubi, Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, and so on and so forth, right? You're taking the qawl of the Salaf.
What did he say?
All right? So I don't care.
None of those are Salaf.
It's not mine.
Is Jalaluddin al-Suyuti Salaf?
It's not mine.
Is Jalaluddin al-Suyuti Salaf?
Let him finish. Let him land.
It's not my qawl. It's the qawl of the Salaf, where Ibn Taymiyyah actually quotes it, and he says that this qawl is from the Salaf. That's just like how I showed you.
Go ahead. So I took like 10 minutes. Give him 10 minutes. Give him 10 minutes.
You took actually more. I mean, yeah, you took 10 minutes. Yeah, which is okay.
Give him 10 minutes.
Give me. Yes.
As soon as you start talking, I'm going to start your time.
1 second, brother. 1 second. We have a lot of cook session. Hold on, man.
I got you.
Hold on, brother. What is this? We're not done, man. Hold on, let me go ahead and bring this up. Sorry, guys, just 1 second, because you know I gotta.
I need to grab my glass of water real quick. I'm gonna start your time and grab my water. Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
No. Go ahead and grab it. And come
all right, let me grab my water real quick.
It's okay, because I want you to moderate this.
All right, bet. Stay right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab my water real quick.
Yeah, because you know how we're gonna get out of I'm not gonna say only me. I'll say Leafy as well, both of us. You know, that way I'm being fair. Leafy will say, it's only you.
Bro, wallah, you're low tier, bro.
I'm a low tier, mashallah. The cook session has been good, by the way. A lot of people are actually eating from it.
I tell you, Kingsilv, the only thing I like about you is your funny little Arab accent. Wallah, that's the only
You love it, huh? You love my accent, huh?
Yeah, you should make skits. You should stop doing like apologetics. You should go make skits. That's what you're good for, bro.
So here, Ibn Taymiyyah, from his book, Majmu' al-Fatawa, volume 10, right? And he says that this, and by the way, he quotes the same thing, right? And what does he say over here? He says it is self-risk as for those who affirmed what was. And he quotes the Satan cast into his wish. And he said that this is transmitted from the Salaf. And they said that this was transmitted with an established transmission that cannot be criticized. And regarding this chain of narration, are you saying that Ibn Taymiyyah did not know what he was talking about, or are you going against the Salaf?
So if the Salaf transmitted something that's nonsensical, that doesn't mean that what they're saying is true. It just means that the Salaf transmitted it. It's very
All right, beautiful.
There's a distinction between.
Okay.
I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead. It's okay.
There's a distinction between someone transmitting something and someone believing that thing to be true. I can transmit something that I believe is false. Just because the Salaf transmitted something doesn't mean what they're saying is true. You have to show me that it's true. Can you do that?
No problem. No, hold on. You don't have to ask me a question. Here's my next question to you.
It's a rhetorical
Would you
question.
consider, well, 1 second, Habibi, would you consider the first 3 generations after your prophet are the Salaf?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for answering that question. You already cooked yourself. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to another question. Now, I have another question for you. When what's his name? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani quotes it, right? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani quotes the same chain of narration, and he goes on and he says, right? Let me go ahead and show the book real quick. This is from Fath al-Bari, right? On the commentary of Sahih al-Bukhari, right? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. He quotes the same thing, right? And he says, on the authority of Ibn Abbas, and it is with al-Bukhari, on the authority of Abu Salih. And then guess what he says? He says, in this Sahih, so he considered this as an authentic, right? Which is what the chain of narration. Then he goes on and he quotes what he means by that, all right? And he says, Allati wal al-Uzza, al-Manat, right? What he says, right, that it was the shaitan used to come down and recite on his tongue. So if he's quoting this chain of narration, right, with here, I got you.
Is there a question?
Here. Surah Al-Najm, your prophet was, look, in what? In Mecca. He was reciting it in Mecca, reciting Surah. Have you considered Allati wal Uzza and Manat, the third and the other, Satan cast into his wish, right? And then those are the exalted cranes, and their intercession is truly, right, hoped for, right? Are you saying that al-Bukhari, right, not only al-Bukhari, right, that Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, when he commented it on this, are you saying that he did not know what he was talking about?
No, Ibn Hajar is a great respected sheikh, but what you're quoting, Akhi, doesn't say that it's authentic. He said it's transmitted through various chains of narration. What does he say? This narration is sahih.
What does it say?
That's not talking about this one.
What? No, it is talking about this one. Yes. What does it say?
So I'm talking about this one.
Yes, it is talking about this because he gives a commentary regarding this matter, which is Surah Al-Najm, right? So what does it say, Habibi? Can you please go ahead and read it?
Do you want me to answer? No, he's not talking about this one. Yeah, again, like.
Can you please prove me? Okay. Here's my question to you. Prove me wrong. How is he not talking about this?
Yeah, go to the previous page when he says on the authority of Ibn Abbas and al-Bukhari. Does Bukhari transmit? Let me just wait. Does Bukhari transmit the incident of the satanic verses where the devil comes into the prophet and all the extra stuff that I was talking about? That the prophet says a statement of kufr. Does Bukhari transmit that in Sahih Bukhari?
All right, no, you don't have to ask me a question. All you do is answer my question.
Well, fine.
That's not a question.
I'll answer that question.
You don't ask questions.
Right.
I actually answer your question. But anyways, you already did answer.
No, you're right.
You answered.
No, just finish.
Okay, let me ask you.
You're right. Let me finish. The answer is no.
It's his time. You gotta let him talk.
Come on, brother. Let me go ahead and ask you.
No worries.
You gotta make sure.
So again, when Ibn Hajar asked, when Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani quotes this, right, this chain of narration, he quotes it over here. It starts over here on the authority of Ibn Abbas, right? So he doesn't go back, right? No, when we go back, he talks about something else, right? This is why there's volume and there's pages, 439, right? Where it starts over here on the authority of Ibn Abbas, and it is with al-Bukhari, on the authority of Abu Salih, right? And he goes on, he says, in this Sahih. What does it mean in this Sahih?
It means in his book.
What is Sahih?
It's a compilation of works that he considers to be Sahih, but it doesn't. You know, by the way, Sahih al-Bukhari doesn't necessarily mean that everything is Sahih.
So Sahih means authentic, correct?
It means authentic, but just because I compile a book that I just wait. No, I'm not done. Can I answer?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, just because someone compiles a book and he thinks what's in it is sahih, that doesn't mean every narration in it is sahih. Because, for example, Imam al-Tirmidhi, he also wrote a sahih and he thought his narrations were sahih, but scholars later criticized it. So just because a scholar comes in and he writes a sahih doesn't mean everything in it is sahih. Even in Bukhari and Muslim, there's things that are in there that's weak.
All right, beautiful. Just to go ahead and summarize real quick, obviously, you know, what he said is gibberish, right? He just threw al-Bukhari under the bus. Nope. He threw, what's his name? Ibn Abbas, right, under the bus. And he threw not only Ibn Abbas, right, what Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani is quoting under the bus where he's giving a commentary regarding this matter. Nope. Not only that, he even threw, Ahlus Salaf, the Salaf, right, of the first 3 generations under the bus.
Brother, I threw you under the bus. I
know what he's talking about. But anyways, this is my next question to you. According to Surah Al-Hajj 52, right? He quotes another chain of narration, which al-Tabari, and he says, right? حدثنا القاسم حدثنا الحسين قال حدثنا حجاج عن أبي معشر عن محمد بن كعب القرظي ومحمد بن قيس قال المهم, we go all the way down and he quotes the same thing, right? And he says what? Right? He quotes the same thing and he says that he was asking for their intercession. This is Imam al-Tabari, right? It's quoting. Right? So where does he say, right, that this chain of narration is weak, Habibi?
Yeah, Albani says it's weak.
But you find 2 chains of narration, which I'll put on the screen. So if you read these chains and do a simple Google search, you'll find out it only goes up to 2nd generation Muslims. Therefore, there's a hole in this chain of narration. They never met the Prophet. Therefore, this is a weak hadith, and you'll never find an authentic one with the satanic verses.
I'm talking about the Tabari.
Yeah, Tabari, at the beginning, he tells you in Tafsir al-Tabari, volume 1, in the introduction, that you didn't answer when I asked you. He says that he's quoting things. Let me read it for you, where he says it's weak. He says, this book of mine may contain... Let me answer your question.
This chain of narration.
Let me answer... Brother,
this chain of narration.
Can I answer your question or no?
No, of course. As long as you could go ahead and adjust this chain of narration.
No problem. No problem. He doesn't need to say this chain of narration is weak. That's a straw man. This book of mine may contain some information mentioned by me on the authority of certain men of the past, which the reader may disapprove of and the listener may find detestable because he can find nothing sound and no real meaning in it. In such cases, he should know that it is not my fault that such information comes to him, but the fault of someone who transmitted it to me, as I merely reported what it was transmitted to me. So Al-Tabari at his beginning is telling you that he's collating everything, including the fabrications and the weak reports. So Tafsir al-Tabari is filled with fabrications and weak reports, and this is one of them that you're quoting. He doesn't have to say each one is weak. That's a waste of his breath, bro. He's telling you at the beginning that he's quoting weak reports.
Are you done? All right, beautiful. Watch how I'm going to bake in front of everybody, guys. Who is this speaking over here? قيل أن السبب الذي من أجل... Who is this speaking?
I don't know. I can't see.
Who is this speaking? It's right here. It's in front of you. القول في تأويل قوله تعالى قيل أن السبب الذي من أجل أنزلت هذه الآية على رسول الله. The reason for this revelation. Who is speaking over here?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't even know? So At-Tabari is quoting this chain of narration, right? He said, and you don't even know who's speaking over here?
Yeah, Tabari's quoting. Who's he quoting?
So no. I'm not saying that he is quoting another chain of narration, but who's speaking here? He says qeel. He said. Who's speaking here?
I'm telling you, I don't know. You want to tell me?
Oh my gosh. This is why you guys are jahala, with all due respect, right? This is, you know who's this? Imam al-Tabari. He's giving you what he's saying in the first matter. Wrong. It was said the reason for which this verse was revealed to the Messenger of Allah is that Satan had put into his tongue in some of what he recited from the Quran, that which Allah had revealed to him and what Allah has not revealed to him. This was difficult for the Messenger of Allah, and he was distressed by it. So Allah consoled him from what he was suffering from. I'm about to ask you. I'm about to ask him. I'm just reading. I'm about to ask him. Right? From what these verses mention of those who said that. Okay, beautiful. Why did you lie regarding At-Tabari when At-Tabari actually gave his own interpretation in the beginning, and he said the reason for this ayah is because the Satan came down to the tongue of Muhammad. He was reciting.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did say that.
He said waqila. He said it is said. He didn't say this is my opinion.
He did not say waqila. He did not say waqila. He says qila.
Read it.
Qila.
Yeah, qila. Yeah, what's qila mean? It was said.
Yes,
qila. Does he say he agree with that?
Yes,
yeah,
which is At-Tabari. Yes, At-Tabari saying this. Who's speaking over here? Yes, At-Tabari.
Do you want me to answer the question?
Of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he says qila, meaning it was said. Right? He doesn't say that he agrees with that statement. Does he say, I agree that this is what happened? Or does he say that this is sahih, that this is authentic? Or does he say this is sound Right? Because after Tabari narrates multiple narrations, what he does is at the end of it, he says which one he thinks is right. He gives you his opinion. He's known for this. So where does he say this is his opinion? He says, oh, this is what I think happened, and I think this is correct.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Just to summarize real quick, because this guy does not know what he's talking about, all right? Qila means what was said in this chain of narration, you stupid, you just cooked yourself, right? Just to summarize it, what was said in this chain of narration. One second. Allow me, it's my chain of narration. I mean, it's my it's my time. Sorry, I can't. Right? He's telling you what was said in the chain of narration. You don't even know what you're talking about, boy. Right? This is why he's saying this in the beginning, right? He's telling you what was the other chain of narrations meant in regarding this verse, this ayah. But anyways, let me go back to my next question, because he just cooked
your time is finished.
Anyways,
your time is finished, but I'll give you extra. It's fine. Yeah,
what's my time, Darren? What's the time?
Your time has been up. It's been up.
All right, thank you.
No, you can go. No worries.
I respect.
If you want to ask a question, you can ask a question.
Huh?
You can ask a question. No problem. No problem.
Ask you the last question?
Yeah, ask me the last question. Go ahead.
All right, no problem. All right, let me go ahead and ask you the last question, and I'll go ahead and end it with this. All right, give me 1 second.
No problem.
Let me go ahead and pull up this real quick, and I'll just end it with this. This is from the book of Fatwas, right, from Ibn Taymiyyah, volume 13, page 384. Shaykh al-Islam was asked, right, which is Ibn Taymiyyah who was asked, right? All right. A soldier copied Sahih Muslim and Bukhari and the Quran with his own hand, intending when he heard of a paper of pens, Hadith Noble. And he goes down, and what does he say? Then he go ahead and replied, and he says, praise to Allah, he's not sinful for what he attends and does not in writing about the Islamic sciences. Indeed, writing Quran, authentic ahadith, and establish the commentary is one of the greatest acts of worship and obedience for those that are in the people's hand, the most authentic of them, commentaries. Now, my question to you is, right, 1 second. My question to you is, right, when he said, فَأَصَحَّهَا تَفْسِير مُحَمَّد بن جرير الطبري, right, and he goes on, he says, فَإِنَّهُ يَذْكُرُ مَقَالَاتُ السَّلَفِ بالأسانيد الثابتة وليس فيه بدعة ولا ينقل عن المتهمين. Right? What does he mean by that? Can you please go ahead and translate?
Yeah, so he's saying that he's narrating from the Salaf, and he narrates with authenticity, and he doesn't narrate from people who are weak, or what was the word you said? What was the word you said? The last word? Repeat it.
Yeah, he says, yes, he says, فَإِنَّهُ يَذْكُرُ مَقَالَاتُ السَّلَفِ.
Yeah, he relates the statements of... Wait, step by step. Wait, sentence by sentence, so I can translate.
Of course.
So he's relating the statements of the Salaf with authentic isnads. Continue.
Yes. So, for example, when he says وَقَالَ شَيْخُ الْإِسْلَامِ, I'm going to
continue.
No,
continue what you were saying.
Just allow me. I'm about to go ahead and read it for you. وقال شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية. Shaykh of Islam is saying أما التفاسير التي في يد الناس, right? The interpretation we got in the hands of it. فأصحها تفسير محمد بن جرير الطبري فإنه يذكر مقالات السلف بالأسانيد الثابتة. Let me ask you a question. Earlier you said
saying he authenticated it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so
translate.
This is the second question, by the way. The first question was translated, so I'm translating it for you. So he's saying that somebody authenticated it, right? That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Then your second question is what?
Okay, beautiful. So Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh of Islam, is saying that the authentic ahadith are from the Salaf. Let me ask you a question. Why did you throw the Salaf under the bus when Ibn Taymiyyah, the Shaykh of Islam, is saying the best authentic ahadith are from the Salaf?
Yeah, so of course, I agree with Ibn Taymiyyah. The best authentic ahadith are from the Salaf, and the Salaf narrate ahadith authentically, no problem. But that doesn't mean, like, it's very simple. Some people we have a statement from, for example, Yahya ibn Sa'id al-Qattan, where he says that the authentic people, the righteous people, would narrate things, 3/4 of which are lies, because they don't realize what they're saying is lies, right? So someone can be a thiqah, the Salaf were thiqah, and they narrate things according to what they heard them properly. But what they narrate, if what they heard it from was an unreliable source to begin with, like this, in this case it is, then it doesn't matter if you have 100 people narrating a lie. What you're saying is false, even if you narrate it authentically. So what he's talking about is the actual authenticity of the chain of narration, the fact that people heard it, right? He's not saying that what they're narrating in and of itself is true, talking about the satanic verses. He's not saying that.
That's exactly what I showed you. I showed you the authenticity of the hadith where it says that it cannot be criticized.
No, you
but
didn't.
anyways,
Even
Ibn Taymiyyah says that al-Tabari, okay, he would not memorize or bring something into the table that it's false at all, right? But
That's not
anyways,
true.
Oh, that's not true. This is what Ibn
I read
Taymiyyah
you a
says. Let me go and read
Tabari.
it.
I read you a
Let me go and read
Tabari.
it. Let me go and read
Again,
it.
Ibn Taymiyyah, I read you a Tabari. I read you a Tabari himself.
Can I please read it? وقال شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية وأما التفاسير التي في يد الناس فأصحها تفسير محمد بن جرير الطبري. What does that mean?
Yeah, so as for the exegesis that came to the hands of the people, then Tabari authenticated it.
No. I understand. What does he say in regarding al-Tabari?
What do you mean? He authenticated it. That's what he said.
Okay, so he said that whatever that comes within his tafsir is that he authenticated it, correct?
No, but that doesn't mean everything in tafsir al-Tabari is authentic, ya jahil. That doesn't follow,
You just
bro.
buried yourself, because this is what Shaykh of Islam
No, you buried
is saying.
yourself. No, you're a jahil, bro. Hey, bro, actually, this is funny. Everyone, even the smallest...
Anyways, this guy is cool.
Just wait, let me answer your question, Habibi.
Good.
The smallest student of knowledge, first year student of knowledge knows that Tafsir al-Tabari has a lot of fabrications. He says it at the beginning, bro. He says it at the beginning, right? So when Ibn Taymiyyah is saying that he authenticated that, he's saying what al-Tabari authenticated. So after al-Tabari has given his opinions, he's narrated to you 10 reports. 7 of them are fabrications. 3 of them might be like authentic or partly true, and then 1 of them is fully authentic. When he gives his opinion and he says that one is authentic, that is what he's saying is authentic. He's not saying the whole of Tafsir al-Tabari is authentic. This is your lack of comprehension.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying فَأَصَحَّهَا. He's saying فَأَصَحَّهَا تَفْسِير.
Yeah, فَأَصَحَّهَا
He authenticated it. He authenticated
in his tafsir, he authenticated it.
Yes,
in his tafsir.
Yes, you just cooked
does that mean everything he quoted?
One second.
So does that mean... No, just wait.
Can I finish?
Does that mean...
I just let you go.
You can finish after me. Yeah, you can
oh my
finish
gosh, this guy wants to control the conversation, dude.
Because the debate is over, I'm letting y'all kind of go back and forth. So
no, I know.
I appreciate you, bro. So, Kingsilv, Habibi, can a Tabari relate something that's fabricated? Yes or no?
Of course not. Because you want to know why? Because according to the... One second. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Actually finish, bro.
All right, I just muted you so I could go ahead and respond, because it looks like you keep interrupting me. I'm about to obliterate you right now. Right? Watch this, guys. I guess according to his own stupidity, he's going to have to say that Shaykh of Islam Ibn Taymiyyah lied when he said that فَأَصَحَّهَا, okay, فَأَصَحَّهَا تَفْسِير Muhammad bin Jarir al-Tabari. He said that Ibn al-Tabari authenticated, okay, the chain of narration within his tafsir. Brother, you just obliterated yourself and you cooked Ibn Taymiyyah under the bus and you threw him under the bus as well.
What are you talking about?
Thank you. One second, guys. 1 second, brother. You just buried Ibn Taymiyyah and you considered Ibn Taymiyyah wrong about this, and he's a kafir. And look what Al-Sharaf said, guys. One of the Muslims says Ibn Taymiyyah is wrong. That's fine. He's in a comment. He's a Muslim. Thank you for that, Leafy. That was a good conversation, though. But it's almost 2 a.m. by now.
Can I just ask an honest question? This is just a very honest question. And I'm not trying to. This is not a I got you. I literally want to answer to this question. Well, who fabricated it, and why was it? Was it fabricated by a Muslim?
Yeah, it was fabricated by a Muslim. So I'll tell you.
Why would they fabricate it?
I'll tell you. So according to Joshua Little and Sean Anthony, these are Western critical scholars that I'm citing you. Yeah? It was. We don't know exactly the name of the person who fabricated it, but we know they were from the Atba' Tabi'in. They were from the successors of the successors, right? And the reason why they fabricated it is because they felt the need to show that the Quran is preserved miraculously, right? Because how does the verse end?
So they lied, pretty much.
They lied, yeah. I'll tell you why. Because how does the incident end? So the incident starts off with the Prophet receiving revelation. Satan comes in between the revelation and he makes the Prophet say a polytheistic statement by accident. Then the Prophet gets confused, and then Angel Gabriel comes down and he corrects the Prophet's statement, and then the Quran is perfectly preserved. That's how the story goes.
Okay, just so I'm clear. I want to attack you. So this person lied about Satan speaking from the Prophet's tongue to show the preservation of the Quran. So he lied
so the point,
to make it seem like the angel came to preserve the Quran.
Exactly. So what he said was, the whole reason he made this story up is to show that even Satan couldn't come into the Quran, that even Satan couldn't touch the Quran. So he made up this whole story to try and show that the Quran is preserved.
No, but he did. And then the angel Gabriel came and corrected the recitation.
Yeah, according to his nonsense story, yeah.
So that wouldn't make any sense if his whole
makes
goal
perfect
was to
sense.
show that Satan
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. If you tell me, if like me and you are arguing, yeah, and you come to me and you say, why should I accept the Quran? And I say the Quran is perfectly preserved. Even Satan couldn't touch the Quran. Satan tried to touch the Quran, and the angel came down and defended it. That's why he made it up.
He tried. According to that narrative, he did.
He changed the Quran, and then he was corrected.
Angel came and corrected.
Exactly. So that's why he made it up for this polemical purpose. That's the whole reason he made it up.
That disproved what he was trying to do. It actually proved that Satan can corrupt the revelation that comes down from the Prophet Muhammad. And
and when he does,
come and recorrect it.
Exactly. But then when he does, God will correct him. That's what he's trying to prove. That's the whole point of the reason he made the story.
That was cooked. It's okay.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
By the way,
this ain't my battle. I have a lot of questions, Leafy, but this is y'all.
Brother, remember, only one of the chain of narration is weak, right? All of the chain of narrations are authentic. I showed the authenticity. I'm speaking to him. Didn't I just allow you to speak with him one-on-one? Come on, don't be on a panic mode. I'm just chilling. So Darren, one of the chain of narration is weak, yes. I don't disagree with that matter. But the other chain of narrations are considered to be sahih. Just like how I showed on my screen, I showed about more than 10 scholars, right? They authenticated this. Not only that, even the Salaf. Do you know who are the Salaf, Darren? Let me tell you who are the Salaf. The Salaf, right, are the first 3 generations, which the Prophet said, Muhammad said himself. He said the best first 3 generations that will come after me are the Salaf. Wait a minute. If Muhammad is saying that the best 3 generations are the Salaf, then who the heck are you to go against the Salaf when they said that this cannot be criticized at all? This has been transmitted and it cannot be criticized when not done. Leafy, you gotta watch yourself, Leafy. You gotta watch yourself, buddy.
So let me ask you a question, just to play devil's advocate here, because I'm actually agree with you, but I do want to ask a question. So are there multiple versions of this story that they're authenticating, just like Leafy was talking about? Like, was there a partial? Is there a part where they're like they're confirming part of the story, but not the part where Satan?
No. They're confirming the whole story. Actually, you want me to show you why? Let me show you why. Hold on. Let me show you why. Because the same one, right? Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, from his book, and he actually interpreted Surah Al-Hajj 52. What does he say? وَأَخْرَجَ الْبَزَّارُ وَالطَّبَرَانِ وَابْنُ مردوي وَالضِّيَاء فِي الْمُخْتَارَ بِسَنَدْ رِجَالِهِ ثِقَاتِ. What does it mean رِجَالِهِ ثِقَاتِ? With a chain of transmission whose men are trustworthy. Now, if he said that, and obviously I showed many within the chain of narration are authentic, and they all authenticated, and they said this cannot be. One second, I'm not done, dude.
Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you next week. I got you.
Right.
Okay. If they all said that this chain of narration is authentic, right? This incident is 100% correct.
The whole incident, right? Not just
You want to know why?
Story, but all of the story.
Yes,
okay,
I'll tell you why.
I'm trying to clarify.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
He's lying, man.
I will tell you, brother. Okay. If you're gonna interrupt me one more time, I'm just gonna drop you, Leafy, at this point, because you interrupted me 20, 30 times, and I did not even interrupt you, dude. Calm down. All right. Why do I say that? Because he did not cut off, and he did not say this version is good and the other version is wrong. Why? Because when he quotes the chain of narration and he says that the trustworthy. I mean, the people within this are trustworthy. رِجَالِهِ ثِقَاتِ. Then he goes on and says, he quotes the same saying, the incident, right? Where he says, وَشَفَاعَتُهُنَّ لِتَرْتَجَى, right? Okay, where he was asking for their intercession, right? And he prostrated to her. Exactly. And he goes on and says, وَاللَّاتِ وَالْعُزَّ وَمَنَاءَ الثَّلَاثَ وَالْأُخْرَى, right? Where he quotes the same thing. He quotes the same thing. Not only him, Ibn Taymiyyah, brother, not only him, right? Ibn Taymiyyah calls the Salaf. Are you freaking, you're going against the Salaf? The first 3 generations?
Land that so he can speak now. Land that.
Yes,
so that he can respond to that.
Yeah. The first 3 generations of
let him land.
You just said it, dude.
I got you. Let him land it. I'll give it to you, Lee.
Yeah, he just said that as well. Not only him, brother. Al-Bukhari said that this is authentic, and he quotes the whole thing. He does not cherry pick, and he says, oh, this version is good and the other version is wrong. No, he doesn't say that. Even though I did it in my rebuttals and I showed the authenticity.
20 seconds, still. Landed in 20 seconds.
You got it, brother. I'm about to go ahead and land it. What Leafy did today, guys, just to summarize it, he brought up what Imam al-Albani said in regarding one of his books. And that's all. He did not, rebuttal, what al-Bukhari said. He did not rebuttal me what Imam al-Tabari says. He did not rebuttal me in any other things that I showed up, on his screen. It was what Imam al-Albani said, and another book that he showed that nobody even knows about, or even Ibn Taymiyyah he showed. Ibn Taymiyyah talks about the wheel chain of narration. Yeah.
Hey, how long is he gonna go for, bro?
Okay, yeah, you got it. We'll let you respond, but you got to be quiet while Leafy cooks on this.
No. I just want to ask Kingsilv a question. Kingsilv,
okay, so you want to? Is this a back? Leafy, is this a back and forth?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a back and forth.
Debate
The debate is done, bro. But I just want to ask you a question. If a chain is Rijal with
what he had just said, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'll respond. No problem. But I just want to ask him a question because that's what we were showing you before. Kingsilv, if a chain has Rijal that are thiqa, does that necessarily mean the chain is authentic?
Yeah, if he says that Rijali thiqat, then that means that within that chain of narration, yes, they are authentic in that sense.
Okay, cool. So
what does it mean?
Someone,
hold on.
I want to ask. It's my turn, bro.
Everything is your turn. 1 second. You asked a question.
You asked one question to build, bro. You asked a question to build. He got his answer. I want to build.
To his conclusion. You got to follow it.
Yeah,
okay.
We gotta be fair.
Cool. No, I didn't know. I thought he just asked a question. That's why. I mean,
well, he is, but he's asking you because he's leading you somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I asked him if a chain just has authentic tradents in it or trustworthy tradents in it, does that necessarily mean that chain is authentic? He said yes. That means the chain is necessarily authentic. So what if you have a chain that has authentic tradents but has a hidden defect in it? Does that mean that chain is authentic? Yeah, Kingsilv.
Show me where it says that. First of all, for you to even ask me a question,
I'm asking in abstraction.
No. You're gonna have to substantiate what you're making as a claim before you even ask me a question. Because if you're just gonna ask me a question and regarding something, then you're gonna have to bring it and show me, okay, this is what it is, and ask me the question. You can't just ask me a question regarding this, then say, you know what, this and that. This is not how the conversation goes. Show me which of the chain of narration is like that, then you go ahead and ask the question.
My question, before I show you, I'm asking you in principle.
No.
Let me, just wait, calm down. If I show you a hadith that has authentic tradents but has a hidden defect, does that mean that hadith is weak or false? I'm just asking you in principle.
It depends. Beautiful. It depends
on the scholars. Okay, if there is an ijma', first of all, and second of all, it depends of the rawis. If one of the rawis, is considered to be, for example, he forgets and all of that, of course that hadith was considered to be da'if. Why? Because of the rawi. One of the rawi of the chain of narration is not considered to be a trustworthy, right? But for example, if we have
a chain of narration that says rijalihi thiqat, which it means that the people within this chain of narration that is authentic, then guess what? Then the authenticity of this hadith is authentic that you cannot go against. Why? Because the rijal. What does it mean? Okay, when it says rijalihi thiqat, Leafy?
It means the tradents are trustworthy. Now, just because the tradents are trustworthy,
rijalihi thiqat, which means that the people within this chain of narration is trustworthy.
That's what I said. Correct? That's what I said. The tradents are trustworthy.
I did not even hear you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did I say? Can you hear me, Darren, or no?
No, I can. Why?
Did you hear me say the tradents are trustworthy?
Real quick, you guys, just for clarification for people in the chat, Leafy, because most of us have no idea. I mean, we're trying to hang on. So, are you saying that the content that's actually being spoken, it's the let me say it like this. So the chain of narration is what makes something authentic?
Yeah, so let me explain something.
So whatever the content is within that chain of narration,
it's both. It's both. So we look at the chain and we look at the content. So if there's irregularities in the chain or there's irregularities in the matter, the content, then we say that it's inauthentic. So you can have a chain that is, that's why I was asking him the question. You can have a chain with trustworthy tradents, but if the content of that transmission has something, let's say you have 10 chains, 9 of them have one distinctive gist, one distinctive matter. And then there's one chain and it has authentic tradents, like they authentically narrated it, right? But the content of it has something additional that the other ones don't have. Then even though the chain is authentic, meaning that the tradents are like solid, they're good memory, whatever, it's still a weak chain. It's still a weak report. Just because rijalahu thiqa, that doesn't mean it's authentic. Those are two separate things.
All right, beautiful. Let me ask a question real quick, Leafy. If there is a chain of narration that has been authenticated by multiple scholars in regarding one incident, and within that chain of narration, the rawis that are trustworthy, do you still consider that weak?
It depends, bro. So if there's multiple scholars who authenticated it,
this guy.
why,
Hold on.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Can I answer your question? Do you want an answer? Or
Hold on. Let me go ahead.
okay, I'm holding on. I'm holding on, Habibi. Tell me.
For example, we have the explanation of Sahih al-Bukhari from Ibn Batal. You know Ibn Batal?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. From volume 3, page 57. He goes and he says, on the authority of Shahab, regarding, reported on the authority of Zechariah, he should prostrate. He quotes the same thing. Consider Allati and Al-Uzza and Manat, and the third of the other. If we have Al-Bukhari used as prostrate with Pathes, where he quotes Al-Bukhari as well, where Bukhari is agreeing and regarding this chain of narration. Are you still saying that Al-Bukhari is wrong?
No, Bukhari is not wrong, Akhi, because Bukhari, when he narrates this in his Sahih, he doesn't add that part. Look,
he doesn't
Bukhari,
add that part?
He says, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Narrated Ibn Abbas. I prostrated while reciting Surah Al-Najm and prostrated with the Muslims, the pagans, and the jinns. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. And then again, in Sahih al-Bukhari, he says, narrated Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. The Prophet recited Surah Al-Najm and prostrated while reciting it, and all the people prostrated, and a man amongst the people took a handful of stones or earth and raised it to his face and said, this is sufficient for me. Later on, I saw him killed as a non-believer. So both of these are narrating the same incident, but they don't have anything to do with the Prophet and Satan coming into him and him saying statements of kufr and all this nonsense. It's not in Bukhari Sahih. The reason why it's not in Bukhari Sahih is because he doesn't consider it to be authentic.
All right, beautiful. Look what he just did to himself. He just cooked himself and baked himself. Thank you for actually proving my point, because Al-Bukhari is actually giving the hadith, and what Ibn Batal is doing, he's giving a sharh explanation regarding what Al-Bukhari is saying. This is why I say, you guys don't know what you're talking about. This is why this book is called Explanation of Sahih al-Bukhari by Ibn Batal. It's not that he's neglecting the fact that he's only cherry picking within this incident. No, he's not. What Ibn Batal is telling us, he's giving us a sharh regarding what happened. Let's go ahead and read it. Surah Al-Najm, he quotes, considered Allati and Al-Uzza and Manat, the third and other. Those are the exalted cranes, and their intercession is indeed hoped for. They prostrated when they heard the glorification of their gods. This is what Ibn Batal is saying. He's given us the sharh regarding what Sahih al-Bukhari is saying and regarding his hadith. Let me ask you a question. Are you saying that Ibn Batal did not know what he was talking about?
No, Ibn Batal knows what he's talking about, but that doesn't mean what he's saying.
Thank you so much. The debate is already over. Thank you. You just cooked himself again. How many times do I have to cook you?
Hold on, Sil.
How many times do I have to cook you,
What
buddy?
number was that? Sahih Bukhari, what number was that?
How many times do I have to cook you, Leafy?
Yeah, brother, you cooked yourself, bro.
What was that?
Yeah, 1070 and 1071.
1,000.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to talk about a different topic?
No, it's already 2 a.m., Habibi. I just told you.
No, I'm not talking to you, and you can go to sleep, Habibi. No problem. You did a good job. Barakallah feek. All right, no problem.
Habibi, it was definitely a good discussion, but please, next time, please, when someone is time, please, yani, have some respect for the others. You know, like, don't be on a panic mode. It's okay. You know, I mean, we all get heated. You know, we all, get excited, but at least allow, the other to speak fully without interruption. Like how I did not do that.
Hey, I think you both did a good job, man. I think it got pretty, pretty hot and heavy.
It was good. It was good overall.
No worries, Habibi. All right,
it was good. All right, guys. All right. Darren, thank you for having me over here, brother. God bless. Darren, don't forget. It's all about shubuhat. Kingsilv is coming at you with shubuhat. All right, God bless you guys. Leafy, I'll see you, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you, King. Same, Leafy, man. Hey, appreciate you too, bro.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Much respect, man. Much respect. Because Kingsilv, he's a different animal. That's a bad boy. And you hung in there with him, you know what I'm saying? So big ups to you too as well, man.
Yeah, I got you, bro. But to be honest, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, Kingsilv is low tier, man. Like, he wasn't really engaging with his points,
that's not. Hey, we leave it on a good note, man. Let's not take shots. He's not up here to defend himself. So let's.
No. Like,
I would do the same. Hey, honestly, Leafy, I'll do the same for you. Like, you're not here.
No. I'm not. It's not about taking shots, bro. It's just that, look, I was bringing him quotes from scholars, and he wasn't even able. Like, he wasn't even familiar with it, bro. He don't look. Someone from Harvard wrote a whole book on this issue, and he's telling you that it's all weak and fabricated, and you're telling me you don't know and you don't care. Like, come on, bro.
That's a problem for us. For a Muslim to fabricate a story that is now translated or transmitted between many scholars. Dude, That's a problem for Islam. That means there are liars in your leadership.
No. So, Akhi, our own scholars know that there are fabricators. We have whole books.
Well, no, not everyone. Not everyone.
No, we do. Akhi, brother. You know there's a whole subgenre of hadith literature called Kitab al-Mawdu'at, which is the books of fabrications. And the scholars literally just write down all the reports that are fabricated and they explain why they're fabricated.
Well, why
this is a whole big thing.
Why are there fabrications in Islam?
Yeah, it's not about in Islam. In history, there are fabrications. Islam is recording history, so history has fabrications.
Yeah, but
we have our method of authenticating.
This is having to do with the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, of course, people would fabricate things and attribute it to the Prophet, and we would get there and find which ones are fabricated, which ones are not. We would find who's a fabricator and who isn't.
You can't prove that it's fabricated. That's the problem.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
You can claim that it's weak, but you can't prove that it's fabricated.
No, Akhi, no, we can prove that it's fabricated. And look, Ahmed ibn Hanbal, he's a muhaddith, he's a scholar of hadith. He would say, this hadith has no asl, no basis, it's fabricated.
On what
fabricated.
Basis? But on what basis would you say?
Because I'll tell you why. Because someone will transmit one report and no one else will transmit it. That means, or someone will say, I heard from so-and-so, and there's no way they could have met. So he knows he fabricated it. Or someone will say, I heard from so-and-so, who heard from so-and-so, who heard from so-and-so, and they're in completely different regions. There's no way they could have met. So scholars would find out who met who and who knew who and how long they stayed where, and figure out who's fabricating and who's actually narrating authentically. But we have whole books on this, Akhi.
But, okay, so here's the problem. I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna give you exactly what the problem is. Watch this.
That's true. He never got nothing wrong.
Recitation that Satan threw in his recitation. He didn't get that wrong,
brother. That's a fabrication. It never happened.
Chapter 2252 says it. What do you mean?
It's a fabrication, bro.
You want me to read it? Allah so you're saying, Leafy, Allah fabricated Surah 2252.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. Darren, what I'm saying is you don't need to read it. Brother, we read it already like 1 hour ago.
Okay.
We read it already, Darren.
So there's people here who wasn't here an hour ago.
Okay, cool. No,
okay.
Read it then.
You agree this is the uncreated speech of Allah, correct?
Yes, the Quran is the uncreated speech of Allah.
I'm going to read the uncreated speech of Allah. Let's see if you disagree with Allah. It says, whenever we sent a messenger or a prophet before you, it says, and he recited, Satan would influence his recitation. What is a recitation, Leafy?
A speech.
Right. So Satan would influence that which came out of his mouth, correct?
Yeah, he would try to.
Thank you. Okay. We got a problem with that now. Let me ask you a question.
I have a problem with that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does God's revelation and Satan's revelation come out of the same mouth? Ever?
Oh, never.
So why did it happen to the Prophet Muhammad?
Never happened, bro. So
we're not Sorry.
No worries.
Go ahead.
No worries. So, to be honest, brother, we don't care about what you grant or what you don't grant. I care about what scholars say. And all scholars who are reputable, from my tradition and from even the Western tradition, they don't believe that this has any historicity at all. Albani doesn't believe it. Ibn Taymiyyah doesn't believe that. Bukhari doesn't believe that. Joshua Little doesn't believe that. Sean Anthony doesn't believe that. Ahmed doesn't believe that. No one believes that. The only people who believe in this is Cameron Battusi, Kingsilv, J49. These are just TikTok clowns, like with all due respect to all of them.
You literally just went to Sahih Bukhari 1070. The Prophet recited Surah
where does it say that?
And prostrated while reciting it, and all people prostrated, and a man amongst the people took a handful of stones on earth and raised it to his face and said, this is sufficient for me. Later on, I saw him unalive as a non-believer.
Yeah, cool. So where does that say anything about the Satan coming in and influencing his speech? Where does it say anything?
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is Surah An-Najm 53?
Yeah, read it. Where does it say anything about Satan coming in?
He prostrated while reciting it, and all the people, who's all the people?
All the people around him, the pagans.
Right, okay, so why is the pagans prostrating with the Prophet?
Because this is an ancient practice in pre-Islamic Arabia. That when you hear poetry,
all the pagans prostrated with the Prophet while he was reciting Surah An-Najm 53. So what was the claim? What was the claim? What is this talking about?
Darren, you're cutting me, bro. You gotta let me speak.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the reason why they prostrated is because in pre-Islamic Arabia, they had a big thing of poetry, right? There's something called the Mu'allaqat, which is a series of pre-Islamic poetry that we still have, right? And whenever it was a custom of the Arabs that when they would hear poetry that's very elegant, right, or very eloquent, right? They would prostrate and bow out of reverence and awe. So even the pagans who didn't believe in Muhammad recognized the eloquence of this verse and prostrated in submission.
I see.
Out of
Okay,
respect
so they
to
got
the elegance
part,
of this verse.
So they got that part wrong. So they got that part right, that the pagans actually prostrated with the Prophet Muhammad, but it wasn't.
This is Bukhari.
It wasn't because he was affirming their gods. It was because of their tradition.
Exactly, yeah.
So as you guys saw, Kingsilv got absolutely obliterated. Kingsilv had no idea how to read any of the sources that he was quoting. He misquoted Albani, he misquoted Ibn Taymiyyah. He thought that they were contradicting themselves when really he was just someone who has comprehension issues, who doesn't know how to read Albani and how to read Ibn Taymiyyah. He had no idea about what Western scholars say about the issue of the Satanic verses and how even they deny its historicity. So when I questioned him about it, he began deflecting by saying, oh, well, when was he born and who is he? And I don't care about him, I care about the Salaf. The Salaf doesn't agree with you to begin with, but neither do these scholars either. So I'm showing you from both sides, you're baked. From the Western side, they don't believe it's historical, and neither from our tradition do they believe that it is historical. But honestly, what's perhaps most embarrassing is that he couldn't understand the difference between an isnad and a matan. I kept telling him, please quote me the matan of the report. You keep quoting the isnad on the authority of so-and-so. Okay, I understand that. But what's the matan that you're quoting? You keep misquoting it. Give me the matan. And he would constantly just keep reiterating the isnad and pretending like he doesn't know what I'm asking. And it was just really embarrassing to watch, to be honest. Like, I was cringing in the middle of it. Despite Kingsilv's massive blunders and the fact that he's very low tier, I respect him for at least allowing us to have a civil debate and discourse and back and forth so that people can decide for themselves whether or not the Satanic verses incident is actually historical or not. So with all that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, share and subscribe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's she talking about? Here, David. I know I'm as dumb as Kingsilv looks.